He is a global player, busy around the world. He works with international contacts. He's fast and powerful. He's flexible. Jumping from continent to continent, he opens up new worlds. His name, Phytophthora infestans. His passion, potatoes. His rival, the potato grower. His destiny, infinito. Till recent times, late blight of potatoes was reasonably simple to manage. But in the late 1980s, new populations of Phytophthora appeared, with the combined genetics from strains from both North America and Europe. Now the new strains of Phytophthora are more aggressive. Epidemics are more severe, with earlier infection and shorter life cycles. Reason enough to think about a reliable, effective and long-lasting protection for potatoes. Assurance for the grower, for potato quality and yield. Nature gave us the inspiration for a perfect protective shield. We have adapted this knowledge for potatoes. Infinito, the ultimate potato protection against late blight. Infinito combines the proven active ingredient propamacarb with the new active ingredient fluopicillide, an innovation of research and development by Bayer Crop Science. Part of the new chemical class acylpicillides, fluopicillide establishes a novel mode of action in disease management. This agent is highly effective against the pathogen at all key stages in its life cycle. The consequence? No chance for late blight. Its activity against motile zoospores is dramatic. Zoospores stop moving immediately on contact. Within a few minutes, they swell and burst. With two active ingredients, each with a complementary mode of action, Infinito has a built-in anti-resistance mechanism. Infinito shows a very favorable toxicological and environmental profile. Field trials, replicated many times, have proven that Infinito gives a higher level of long-lasting protection to provide the grower with a powerful new tool against all kinds of late blight. Infinito, the ultimate potato protection against late blight. Sexual reproduction has allowed Phytophthora to combine the attributes of various genotypes. The most fit and aggressive evolve, survive and prosper. The result is that more pathogenic, faster spreading and more prolific strains are found around the world. Phytophthora is well adapted to all environmental conditions where potatoes are grown. Under warm conditions, direct germination allows the sporangia to germinate directly. Under cooler conditions, indirect germination causes the sporangia to form and release multiple zoospores. Both routes are effective in infecting the plant. In both cases, fluopicillide shows the same sweeping success. In mycelia, or zoospores of Phytophthora, spectrin-like proteins form a net along the cell membrane. This net is anchored on the membrane and strengthens it. At the same time, this net is the point of contact for the skeleton of the cell, called the cytoskeleton. When fluopicillide enters the cell, it causes disorganization of the spectrin-like proteins. The net is torn to pieces. The membrane is weakened and the cytoskeleton becomes unstable. It detaches from the membrane. For our global player, Phytophthora, this is a catastrophe. Mycelia stop growing and zoospores swell and burst. That means no chance for late blight. To keep the disease out of the field right from the start, that's the key for tuber quality and optimal yield. When the plants start tuber initiation, a sensitive stage begins. The plant has put a lot of energy into vegetative growth, and now it needs more reserves to flower and produce tubers. It is the worst time to have a disease problem. At that time, the crop canopy is closing in, so disease pressure potential is at the highest point. And there is a hidden potential for later problems, tuber blight. Use of the best available product, Infinito, will keep this problem out of your field. Because from then on, no spores will grow on the plants. No spores or sporangia will become dispersed to the next plant by wind or washed into the soil by rain to infect your harvest with tuber blight. At the same time, spores or sporangia from foreign fields are eliminated. As if under a canopy, the whole plant, including leaves and stems, is protected. So the soil and tubers remain free of spores even during periods of rainfall. Infinito stops the vicious cycle and reduces subsequent tuber blight decisively. Infinito, the ultimate potato protection against late blight. The two active ingredients in Infinito work hand in hand, a perfect team to combat Phytophthora. The technology behind this formulation with two active partners increases the power and advantages. That's Bayer crop science know-how and experience. At application, the formulation forms small droplets on the leaf surface with excellent sticking properties. The result is good coverage on both the lower and upper side, not hindered by the leaf hairs. Propamacarb forms an even layer with complete contact to the cuticle and quickly moves into the tissue. After drying, the particles of fluopicolide are evenly distributed within the area covered by the droplet. These particles are hard to wash off after drying, even with intense rainfall. Infinito is known for its strong translaminar properties. When applied to the base of the leaf, it also moves into the leaf tissue. When applied to the upper side, it also moves to the lower. That means complete protection for the plant, for leaves and stems, and also for new growth. And the action is perfect teamwork. Propamacarb moves quickly into the plant, taking some of the fluopicolide with it. And even a minute amount is enough to control developing fungus. So, on the day of application, the grower has an immediate effect. And from then on, perfect, long-lasting protection. Most of the fluopicolide stays on the plant surfaces and forms a shell of protection. It provides a reservoir of product that moves into the leaf and stems over the next weeks. Fast-acting and long-lasting. Perfect teamwork. Infinito, the ultimate potato protection against late blight. Farmers cannot influence the weather, so the flexibility of Infinito is even more important. Rainfall, a plant wet by dew, low or high temperatures, intense sunlight. None of these factors reduces protection. Excellent coverage and rain fastness, reliable uptake, and fast and long-lasting behavior in the plant. All these properties remain. When the potato plants start flowering and begin to initiate the tubers, that's the best time for a block of 2 or 3 sprays of Infinito. Even when applied with low water volumes or with drift reduction nozzles, Infinito performs well. Weather and application technology independence mean more flexibility for the farmer. As a liquid formulation, it is ideal for tank mixing with insecticides like Decis or Confidor, and no negative effect on natural predators or hyperparasites makes Infinito an excellent choice for ICM systems. Extensive trial work has proven that Infinito sets a new standard in offering outstanding benefits to the potato food supply chain. The quality of processed potatoes into chips, flakes and fries was tested according to EU protocols. This extensive research reveals that Infinito has no influence on the major processing parameters, such as aroma, color and crispness. Additionally, the cooking quality of potatoes was not influenced by Infinito. Infinito contributes to the quality demands and expectations of today's consumers. For the producer, the outstanding marketable yield after use of Infinito, together with excellent skin quality contributed by tuber blight control, makes the product the one of choice. Infinito is a modern fungicide from Bayer Crop Science, with a new active ingredient and a novel mode of action. It is tailor-made for the high standards set by the professional potato industry. Infinito offers outstanding defense against late blight, long-lasting prevention in all weather conditions, leaf, stem and tuber protection from mid-season to harvest, and an anti-sporulent and translaminar effect. Infinito, the ultimate potato protection against late blight.